Hello and welcome to the Daily Line at BetRepublic.com. I'm Jarvis Symes. With me is Greg Dempson.
Greetings, Jarvis.
We are here to discuss basketball and hockey today, and with all of the Tiger mania sweeping the nation, Greg, it's a good thing that we have sports to distract us because we've got some stuff we can bet on here. We're going to start off with some college basketball, also have some news for you on an NBA game that Greg likes tonight, and we're going to touch on some Olympic hockey. We've got a total we like for the Vancouver 2010 games that are going on later tonight. Let's start things off in the college side. We've got William & Mary playing at Iona. Greg, where is Iona anyway?
Well, you asked me that in the last show, and, I said, I think it's, well, I didn't say, I just said I don't know, but I thought it was in New York, and we Googled it, and I was right. It's 9 miles from the border of Connecticut. You thought it was in Connecticut, so you were close, and I was right.
Anyway, Iona is somehow laying 4 points against William & Mary, so William & Mary can't be taking that very grateful, but what do you have for us on this?
Well, this is a bracket buster. If you don't know what that is, these are mid-major schools that get together and they play, and there's office pools pertaining to this, and hence the word bracket. And you don't see Pittsburgh playing Kentucky or Villanova playing the Gators or something like that.
No Pittsburgh, no Gators.
You see these mid-major schools, and the games are very entertaining. The road team last year was 37-22, Jarvis, 63% against the spread. Going back 5 seasons, the road team has taken the money 134 times versus 83 times, 62% against the spread.
Road teams in the bracket buster games, okay.
They've done well, okay? So keep that in mind for future games. This situation here, William & Mary have done very well as an underdog this season. They're 11-2 against the spread. Iona folds in the month of February. They're only 2-10 ATS the last 2 seasons. I made the line here smaller than what we're getting. I like the road team here. Official play. I like William & Mary plus 4 points in this game tonight. They haven't met, by the way, since 1984.
William & Mary plus 4 points. Now, I looked at the lineup of college basketball games for Saturday, and I saw 5 pages worth at one of the line tracking services that I use. Going into a game like that, on the Daily Line, we discussed this. It's hard to come up with a strategy for this, but you have found a couple of games where the line is not available as of the time of this show, but there's a couple of games that we should share with the viewers because you're looking for a couple of lines, and if they come up, you might hit them.
Yeah, I think, Ohio State have played much better at home this year than on the road.
Okay.
Michigan State's a very tough place to play. It's a conference game. It's an important game for both teams. If the line is 4 points or less, I like the home team, Michigan State. The other game is Purdue are a very, very good team this year. They proved that by going into Ohio State and doing something that they had not been able to do. They beat them straight up. I think it was on Wednesday night. Anyway, tomorrow they're hosting Illinois. The head coach for Purdue has done very well in February at home. He's winning, I think, by about 13 points per game on average. I'm hoping for a line of -8. I would play it at -9, 9 or less. I like the Boilermakers tomorrow at home against Illinois.
So Michigan State, you're looking for -4 or less, and with Purdue, you're looking for -9 or less. Just a heads up for you guys, you're going to be betting the college card because it is a big one tomorrow. Let's switch gears to the NBA. 12 games on the card tonight. One of them that you've got a system for us on is Atlanta and Phoenix. Phoenix is laying 4 points. It's a 213 total, and you told me that anytime you're looking at a Phoenix total, you kind of have to hold your breath a bit, right?
Yeah, you just never know because they can just – it's like playing Phoenix and Golden State under. It's at 250, you're still nervous.
Right.
The situation here is you have a team winning between 51 and 60% of their games. That's Phoenix, the Suns, and the over-under is 200 or more points.
We're seeing a 213,
And this spot here, just this season, it's 12 out of 12 to the under, which is an amazing record. It's 15 overs and 53 unders going back. That's 78%. And the last 3 seasons, it's 37 out of 48 games to the under. But the important thing is 12-0 just this year. I show about 210 points. I show it tight, but I like this game also, Jarvis, under the total. The Hawks and the Suns under 213 points tonight.
Okay, the Hawks and Suns under 213. Olympic hockey's going on right now. We've got 3 games lined up today. The first game was already underway, Belarus and Sweden. Also Czechs playing against Latvia. But there's a game going on later tonight, and I think one of the underlying factors here the odds makers have started to adjust for, but they maybe haven't made enough adjustments for, is the ice at GM Place in Vancouver where they're playing the games. Hockey Canada Place, I believe they're calling it for the Olympics. We have seen the totals ever since day one when Canada won 8-0 and Russia scored 8 goals against Latvia. We've seen the totals go down in the final scores throughout the games. We're looking at 2 goals and 4 goals in the final games in day 2. In day 3, we saw 5 goals and 3 goals. Last night, you saw the first upset of the tournament when the Slovaks beat Russia 2-1 in a shootout.
Yeah.
And one of the things that's happening is the ice surface is causing this puck to jump around, and it's just taking away from the playmaker's ability.
You can't take any away from the speed of the skaters.
Exactly, and it's getting away from their sticks. We're expecting another full-out, sold-out crowds for all 3 games today. So when you've got the Finland and Germany game playing later on, line on the game is Finland minus 2.5 goals. The over-under is 5.5 under 120, or 5.5 over 120. Sorry. I'm liking the game to stay under 5.5. Looks like for that game we're going to see Germany. They lost 2-0 to Sweden for the first 2 games. Finland won 5-1 against Belarus. I'm expecting Germany to try and slow down the game, play a more defensive style, add it all up with the puck problems we're having, and I think that at under 5.5, this is a game you want to look at getting in on for a 1-unit play.
Yeah, the heat of the building, the third sellout crowd late in the evening, 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific, and makes for sloppy ice, a lower pace game, lower scoring.
Yeah, they've been having problems.
And the odds makers have made the adjustments already.
They've made the adjustments. You're seeing a 6 over 135 on the first game today, a 6 under 120 in the second game. At 5.5 over 120, I still think there's value on the underplay. So I've given a play out on Finland, Germany to stay under 5.5. Greg, recap your 2 plays for us.
2 selections in college basketball tonight. I like William & Mary. It's on ESPN. Take William & Mary +4. And then the NBA tonight, 1 selection. The Hawks are playing at the Phoenix Suns. I like the under at 213 points.
Okay, thank you for joining us at the Daily Line Bet Republic. Stop by the site. You can check out all the plays, all the systems, and all the numbers. We'll see you next time on the Daily Line.
Thank you, and good winning tonight.